just a friend of the family, but I'll be reading this tribute for Samantha Howell. My name is Keeper Denary. Rajay, my nephew, I love you so much. When he was growing up, he did everything that a child would do. I remember the first time that he slept with me. He was small then, about 2 years old. That night, he pushed and shoved in his sleep that when I woke up the next morning, I was feeling pain all over. He was a happy child and loved to laugh. When he started asking questions, he never stopped until you gave him the answer he requested. He was good at doing that. Sometimes I have to say, Charles man, he was very protective of me. If I leave my slippers outside, he would get up and take them inside and say, Sam, see your slippers here? He was not only protective of my things, but everybody in the home. No one could come and touch our things. Anytime anybody troubled him, he would tell them that he was going to tell his father to deal with them. He and Jackie could never agree on anything. I remember at one point, Ida and I had a disagreement and was quarreling, and Rajay jumped on him and said, leave Sam alone. Every time I come home from work, he would come and sit on the bed, whether his feet is clean or not, and say, Sam, may I sleep with you tonight? It was the one bed, so you know what was going to happen to me, peeing up in the morning. Because, as I said before, him sleep bad, whenever I come home every 2 weeks, and no matter how he feels, he only wants to hear my voice, you would see him getting up, looking at me, and start laughing with me. I would play with him and would be just laughing loudly. His laughter was contagious because you could end up laughing too. The last weekend I spent with him, I walked around a little with him, hold his hands, danced with him, and he laughed and he was happy. I then put him to lay down, feed him, and squeeze the bumps in his face. He would make up his face and I would rub it and tell him hush. It was almost the last thing I did for him at that time. He would laugh with me. I did not get to see him this particular weekend because his grandmother was sick and he was spending some time with his father. And so I would make sure I visit him the next time I got home. On that Saturday, the 20th of July, 2013, a little after 4 p.m. is the last time I would give him some juice, water, and bathe him. At this time, there was no smile, no laughter. He was so quiet and calm. About 1 hour after, he died peacefully. Rajay, Raj, you are gone, but we love you very much. We miss you. You will never be forgotten. May your soul rest in peace. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for that tribute. I know, many persons who know Rajay, it would have, brought back memories of his life. And as he celebrated his life, I understand that he had a favorite song, Hear My Cry, O Lord. If you know the song, I'm going to invite you to sing it along with our song leaders here, because I understand that that song, which is a prayer, was really Rajay's favorite song. Hear my cry, O Lord.
Hear my cry, O Lord, attend unto my prayer. From the end of the earth will I cry.
On your program, the next item is the eulogy, and it will be done by Mrs. Sandra Parker.
The eulogy of Rajay Yea, do I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil.
Oh my God, is
Rajay was born on the 25th of October, 1997, in the Spanish Town Hospital, St. Catherine, to Jarvis Howell and Carisha Garrix. 2.5 years after his birth, he was given to his father by his mother, Carisha, where he became the Browns and the Owens family baby. He attended the Upper Victoria Basic School. While going there, his father met Miss Simone Lamy, who mothered him as her own child. Jarvis was a faithful and caring father to him. A few years later, he was sent to Victoria All School, now Victoria Primary, where he entered in grade 1. He was going fine and doing well at his age. A little sick now and then. Wasn't so serious. Simone was there for him until she had to migrate to the US, and his father did it on his own until he went to Manchester with him for 1 year and was fully supported by Miss Tracy Ann Grant, also known as Han. He then came back from Manchester. When he came home one Sunday evening while playing in the yard in Banbury, he was seen rolling like a ball between the house and the stringy mango tree. This was where the horrid sickness began. He was rushed to the hospital, where he was kept for observation until before day Monday morning. He was sent home. His grandmother Myrtle then took over by caring for him, as he was now having attacks on a regular basis. His father would even stay home sometimes to give an extra hand when he saw how things were. Everyone in the family was touched by his sickness. He couldn't go any further in school, so he was just home, from home to hospital. But all the way, Jarvis and Simone had dedicated themselves to him. Although Simone was away, she was still his main support. His sickness lingered and lingered, no change, as the doctors, nurses, family members, friends, community members helped with his sickness. Sometimes he might just jump up and stand up and drop back down. Myrtle became so dedicated to him by staying home and taking full care of him. Not when he took sick, not when she took sick. That's Myrtle who took sick. Jarvis had to take him to his house in Spanish Town, where he spent 3 weeks. During that time, he took down worse than how he was. And on July 20th, 2013, on his way to the Spanish Town Hospital, he died. All the doctors, nurses, family members, they could do no more. To Jarvis, the caring dad, you will have to say farewell. To Mommy Simone, cheer her. To Myrtle, God knows everything best. And the rest of the family, please don't grieve too much. Just remember that he was suffering. He is survived by father, Jarvie, mother, Simone and Carisha, brother, sisters, uncles, aunts, nieces, nephews, and a host of other relatives. Although he was sick, we miss him a whole lot. Let me tell you something. This child was sick, but from July 20th to Sandra, I can't remember seeing Rajay sick. I just remember Rajay running and shouting, Auntie Sandra, Auntie Sandra, Auntie Sandra, Auntie Sandra, Auntie, Mama. I was there one evening when he said to Murphy, Mama, I love you, you know? I love you, Mama. May Rajay's soul rest in peace.
Thank you, Jesus.
Thank you very much, Mrs. Sandra Parker. And thank you to all of those who gave tributes and would have been here in song or by recollection, supported the family at this moment. You will see on your program that the homily officiating pastor at the front there, Pastor Pink. Pastor Pink was not able to be here this afternoon, but the homily will be delivered by our first elder here at the Bander Seventh-day Adventist Church, Elder Vincent McDermott. Elder McDermott is a man he works in the medical field, so if you hear him referring to anything has to do with medicine, because he knows, he's acquainted with death, and so he can sympathize and empathize with you as you go through this time of bereavement. He will deliver the homily to you, but before Elder McDermott comes, Banbury Choir will.
Hey, I've been looking for you. Whoa, 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 hot stuff. Hey, can you finish recording for me? I'm exhausted. It's on record, and if you want to take pictures, push it back. Yeah, you stop the recording, and I'm exhausted, but I wanted to record it, the whole thing, but if you want to take over. Okay? You get everybody and stuff like that.